So this issue of how do we describe what we want from a general
Yes.
public perspective, they have no language for the built environment.
Yes.
And so it's incredibly simple from our perspective as professionals, but it has to be that way in order to help people understand. I often talk about how we are spatial adepts. We think in all three dimensions.
Yes.
But the vast majority of the general public don't even think about the third dimension. So they don't realize they need architectural help. So
That's
one of
right.
the big connect the dots things that I've been doing is helping people to understand that in order to get that house that looks the way you want it, you've got to have an architect help you to envision that, to shape it so that it feels the way you want it to.
And I'm imagining when you speak about the kind of language of space and of the built environment, and helping the general public begin to understand the terminology, the lexicon of architecture and of urbanism. At the same time, there must be a degree of education that would be of benefit to the professional.
Oh,
is that right?
Very much so. In fact, what I try to do is to help professionals understand how little we are understood.
Yes, yes.
Because, I learned it somewhat when I was working in a residential architecture practice that I'd started in Minneapolis. We were very successful, but we had people who were attracted to our office who wanted to hire an architect, so they knew at least a little bit about architecture.
Yes.
What I've discovered since writing these books is that even that, which seemed fairly limited to me, is much more than most people know about architects.
That's fascinating.
For example, we used to have a booth at the Home and Garden Show in Minneapolis, and every time we'd be standing in the booth, and I can't tell you how many people would come up to us and say, "How much for a set of blueprints?" So we're starting from a place that is complete confusion.
Yes.
And so part of what I've been trying to do is just help introduce what do architects do, what is it that you want as a homeowner, and then how do we connect the dots to help them see that architects are the people that can help them to get what they want.